This edition of i-Italy New York is brought to you by...
So what are we going to do at Expo? We'll get to know more than 140 countries and Italian excellence all in one place. We'll discover the world's biggest restaurant. We'll go to the shopping supermarket of the future. At Expo, we'll ask a lot of questions and get the answers from the world's finest minds. We'll take part in shows in a theatre under the stars. And we'll discover that food is joy. Because food is life. Expo Milano 2015, the grand worldwide food event is coming. So have you got your ticket?
And...
The founder of Casa Italiana, home of the Department of Italian Studies at New York University, recently passed away at the age of 89. Baroness Zerilli-Marimò was a dedicated mentor for anyone involved in promoting Italian culture in the U.S. Full of sadness for her loss, join us for this special episode of i-Italy TV as we share our personal recollections in loving memory of Mariuccia Zerrilli-Marimò, as well as Turning 20, the official video for the celebration of the 20th anniversary of Casa Italiana from 2010.
New York, the Village, Washington Square, McDougal Street. Oh, Bleecker Street. It used to be full of Italians. West 12th Street. Hey, there I am, number 24. That's me. I've been here all my life. Since 1851, I've seen this neighborhood go through impressive changes. I witnessed its decay and resurgence. I saw the Italians, the Bohemians, the middle class, and while the world changed around me, I stood still. I was built according to the i-ItalyNY style, and some people say I was actually built by Italians. In one of my previous lives, I had an illustrious owner, General Winfield Scott, the Mexican war hero, but after his death, I suffered years of neglect. My old splendor survived only in my facade. One morning in 1988, some people came to visit me.
C'era solo una facciata molto sbilenca e dietro c'era una voragine.
My interior was mortified by erosion and structural damage, yet I could hear them talking in excitement. It is an empty shell, but we can recreate a functioning structure starting from scratches in according to the university's requirements. It was my benefactress speaking, the woman who gave me life again, Baroness Zerilli-Marimò. She had decided to donate to the New York University a space which represented a permanent and constructive homage to her husband's memory, Guido Zerilli-Marimò. A space to allow the university to develop an active programming of cultural relations to Italy and its culture. For my reconstruction ex novo, the Baroness chose architect David Halpern, who redesigned me, bestowing me with reception and display areas, offices for the faculty, class and seminar rooms, a reading room, a library, an office suites for the donor, a garden, and a cozy auditorium to be used for lectures, presentations, screenings, and concerts. And so, on November 13, 1990, I was reborn.
Our challenge for the future, we believe, is to continue to provide the service that we have given so far, keeping our doors open, to continue to remain a place of dialogue, of cultural interchange between Italy, Europe and the US.
20 anni vuol dire un enorme numero, perché quando calcoliamo che noi abbiamo qui circa 90 eventi all'anno, e 90 eventi vuol dire aperture di mostre, screenings di film, tavole rotonde, presentazioni di libri, recite, abbiamo avuto Gassman, abbiamo avuto Strehler, abbiamo avuto politici di tutti i bordi, perché qui è l'Italia e quindi essendo l'Italia, chi viene dall'Italia è accolto da noi sempre a braccia aperte.
I have become a crucial link in our university's emerging global network, and along with the superb campus at La Villa La Pietra in Florence, I am now an extraordinary resource for the study of Italian culture. My objective is not to sell a product, but rather to promote a dialogue that would be difficult to imagine in other circumstances.
One of the things that have been very, very clear to us from the beginning is that we were not alone in what we are doing, and that there are many other institutions in New York City that share a mission that, if it's not exactly the same, is similar to ours. Places like the Calandra Institute, the Centro Primo Levi, the Consulate General of Italy, the Istituto Italiano di Cultura, the Italian Academy at Columbia University. We were very aware that we are a part of a bigger team, and we have invested a lot in creating an even greater sense of community and of co-responsibility. We share in the same mission. We want to continue together with our friends and colleagues in these other institutions as we have done so far.
Certainly the friends of Casa Italiana are among the best, and it's for me really a great privilege to have the opportunity to work with this group.
Although NYU's Department of Italian Studies is part of the university, it resides in me, and our privileged relationship leads to many combined events of high academic interest. Today, it is recognized as the leading Italian program in the United States for the size and the quality of its faculty.
Casa Italiana serves people of every age. In the morning and in the afternoon, we are especially open for our undergraduate and graduate students at New York University that come here to study the Italian language, the culture, the literature, the history, cinema, the visual arts of our country.
I love the Casa Italiana because at NYU especially, you never get the opportunity to have a community.
It's a great place to just come. It's a beautiful building, a real casa in that it's a home for students while you're at school to sort of come and just casually learn and take part in what's going on in New York that has to do with Italian culture.
My wish is to remain a portal between New York and Italy. I want everyone, students, professors, artists, intellectuals, citizens, Italians, Americans, Italian Americans, men and women of all heritage, to find in me an open space for the art, culture, and dialogue. I am sure that I will not be alone and that I will be accompanied by the sincere affection, the deep esteem, the intelligent counsel, and the generous support of all of those who continue to believe that Italy and its culture are a precious legacy to be shared with the whole world.
E l'augurio è che ci ritroviamo fra 10 anni e che quindi sarà trentenne e che poi continui anche al di là di noi stessi.
My name is Casa Italiana Zerilli-Marimò, and I am 20 years old.
This evening is first and foremost an homage to the lady that founded Casa Italiana 20 years ago, Baroness Mariuccia Zerrilli-Marimo.
Baroness Mariuccia Zerrilli-Marimò, you have served New York University with insight, dedication, and generosity. New York University is pleased to confer upon you the University Medal this day, November 4th, 2010.
To say thank you is nothing, because really the emotion is so great that I have really difficulty even in saying such a great but simple word. Thank you. Sono veramente felice perché ho una grande ammirazione per il Presidente, come del resto noi tutti italiani. Si è dimostrato un grande Presidente, quindi questa è una gran bella cosa. I must say that I'm really moved because, 22 years ago, it's a long time, but it's a very short time. Because really, these 22 years were so full of events, of friendship, in this marvelous city of New York. Really, it was wonderful. And I want to say thank you to you for being here, of course, and for the help that all the friends were so generously and kindly all the friends gave to us. Devo dire sono molto contenta perché naturalmente ogni cosa, ogni progetto, e questo è stato certo un progetto, è come un bebè. È un bebè quando è nato ha bisogno di tante cure e non si sa cosa sarà, se sarà quello che vogliamo. Invece qui, grazie a Dio, 22 anni possiamo vedere.
We are here to celebrate today the Baroness Zerilli-Marimò, and the Italian Chamber of Commerce is giving you like a big award today. How does it make it feel like?
Well, listen, it feels like something very, very rewarding. First of all, because we are on this marvelous boat and we had such a convivial, pleasant moment, really, but also because, every celebration means something very important for what it has been. And in my case, if I am here, it is because of Casa Italiana, the Casa Italiana that I founded 23 years ago, and which is continuously very, very active, and especially in the service of young people, at the service of culture, and most of everything at this service of Italy, my dear, dear country. I think that the best in this world is to help young people and to see them develop, to see them become men and women of value. And for goodness sake, young people, you are here. Please try to do your best for yourself, for your family, but also for our patria.
The Baronessa is such a great person, because it's a person that has given so much to our Italian community here in New York, and still she is a very humble person, and basically we couldn't pick a better person.
She did so much for the Italian culture in the United States and for many other things. And the idea of the Italy-America Chamber of Commerce to present to her this award, it's a wonderful idea that certainly she deserves it completely.
You have been like an icon, a philanthropist, like you married really like the Italian cause to bring like Italian culture and develop Italian culture in the United States. Why did you have this dream? What did it matter to you? And how does it feel now after many years to be such an icon?
Listen, I tell you something very naive, if you say. But as a child, 6 years old, I went to school, of course, as everybody else. And the first thing that we taught us was to make a square green, a square white, and a square red. And that was our flag. and I have been faithful to my flag for all of my life.
Do you remember the first time that you came to the United States?
Of course I do. First time it was in 1950, can you believe it? Of course at that time you came by boat. So it was wonderful because you arrived and you saw in the far the Statue of Liberty. You felt, you really felt the the commotion of arriving in this new country, which means so much to us. Ogni volta è un gran piacere perché a parte che ogni anno si può e si deve fare di più e in più perché ogni anno c'è l'incoraggiamento intanto del pubblico che è sempre più vasto e più interessato e anche dei board members che ci spalleggiano molto, ci incoraggiano e ci danno molto aiuto, quindi ogni board è un ossigeno, un po' più d'ossigeno che abbiamo.
It's 20 years that I've shared with this lady. I think we ended up changing each other, as it often happens in couples. And I identify myself a lot with what we do at the Casa, and I think the Casa ended up looking a bit like me. I hope not too much.
It's a fabulous institution where it brings Italian culture, heritage, education. All the educators give Italian education to young students in America. It's a fabulous contribution that Mariuccia has given to this city.
I attended New York University. The Italian department was part of the French department. There was no separate Italian department until Mariuccia came along and distinguished it. We were orphans. Now we're a family. And now the family has who I consider the first lady of Italian culture in New York is Mariuccia. Her generosity, her philanthropy, the type of initiatives she's done, unselfishly and without any vanity. She is the best role model I can think of.
Casa Italiana means a great deal about the Italian art and what it represents in America for all Italians, not only here but everywhere. And I've known La Baronessa for so many years, and I hope that we can continue to give this wonderful thing to everyone, not only Italians but Americans who want to learn all about our heritage.
For me, it means a lot. It means the real Italian culture brought to New York in the most effective and elegant way. And for the council, it means the same. And in addition, the fact that we have really a point of reference for all the Italian, especially, is the way to reach the students.
It means what the President of the Republic told me when I sat right here with him in this gallery maybe 2 years ago. He says the Casa Italiana is a jewel. And one cannot say enough about the Baroness, of course, who has underwritten the entire project over the years. It's the bridge, and it's the bridge at a very high level. And the appreciation of the patrimony and the traditions and the essence of what Italy is exhibited here.
The Casa Italiana for me is not simply an outpost, a refuge of Italian culture and tradition, but it's where Italy lands when Italy comes to New York.
The name that the Baroness chose, Casa, it doesn't remain only a name on the plaque in front of it, but the Casa is really what it means in Italian. A home where they can come, be themselves, share ideas, hear stories and tell their stories.
Importante importante che tutto sia fatto con amore, come facciamo noi ogni giorno, e che sia fatto con anche offrendo qualche cosa che a volte è anche un po' differente. Come dicono in questa bellissima espressione americana, it's my baby. It's my baby perché effettivamente è stata un'idea, chissà, nata così, intanto per l'idea di avere qualcosa che sempre, che anche quando io non ci sarò più, fosse un po' qui per ricordare soprattutto mio marito. Però è diventata la vera casa italiana, quella che si voleva. Qui si fanno veramente cose che sono seguite con grande interesse, questo è quello che conta.
Un abbraccio da tutti noi.
Io parlo italiano.
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 Io parlo italiano. Io parlo italiano.
Io parlo italiano.
Io parlo italiano.
La musica parla italiano. Tell me if I got it right, please.
Okay. Just like that. Okay.
Well, let's do like 3 in a row. And one of them will be good.
Guys, are you ready?
Io guardare in camera dopo che la dici.
Aspetta,
Ok.
c'è probabilmente la mia.
Do I look at the camera?
Maybe just 1 second in the end.
Più serio.
Più contento.
più contento. Ah.
A te?
So make sure you don't use that one.
Okay, guys. Okay, that was amazing.
e comincio con di lego a note. Only? Okay.
No.
Parlo anche francese, no.
This edition of i-Italy TV was brought to you by Colavita Extra Virgin Olive Oil and Cheerio Chopped Tomatoes.